Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the option, this is Mayfield. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Carry. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He was taken down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down by Denver.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A quick toss outright, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
He was just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
You ain't going nowhere. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check. He don't know no better. Slice food. 44. Right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to pass. Tua going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 9 from the 44. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Try and run the option to pick it up. This is out quickly to the right. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Down, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a Cincinnati.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Max 22, Max 22. Got one, I got one.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now, the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not to speak this, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting them to back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is it's staying on.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
That's right, man. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Go.
Again, McCaffrey. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Johnson, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone...
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
Mayfield.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At their 48-yard
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Tua now on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a timeout taken.
Kerryon Johnson.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The 43-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was taken.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
44, Mike 44. I'm ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On second down, Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We ain't giving them nothing with that. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
At the 26-yard
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
to Nick Chubb.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Move. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? 31's the mic.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On the carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Bang, 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 bang. Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
A run for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Browns ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
go play action. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Bates on the coverage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number 80.
From 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Big stop, let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Give me some. Here we go. 44 is the mic. Green Jack. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Let's go, D.
Tua going to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to
33 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Drop deep. Hey, on 133. 57.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Nick Chubb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Tua. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.